Let us perform a small, uncomfortable experiment. Right now, without looking, reach for your phone. Notice the motion, the unconscious, almost reflexive extension of your arm. Notice how your thumb instinctively hovers over the screen, seeking the familiar friction of glass against skin. Now pause. Ask yourself, who is reaching for whom? Is it your hand reaching for the phone, or is it the phone via a meticulously engineered symphony of push notifications, red badges, and psychological triggers reaching for you? The answer, supported by the biometric data of millions, is the latter. You are not a user, you are a resource. Your attention is the raw material being extracted. Your neural activity, the micro fluctuations of dopamine, the anxious surges of cortisol, are the data streams being monetized. The platforms do not sell you products, they sell your predictability to advertisers. The more predictable you are, the more valuable you are, and nothing makes you more predictable than stripping you of your sovereignty. The modern social media feed is not a window to the world, it is a Skinner box, and you are the pigeon. The variable reinforcement schedule, the unpredictable reward of a like or a comment, is the most addictive mechanism ever devised by human engineering. It is more potent than slot machines because it is personalized. It knows your insecurities, your political leanings, your ex-partner's schedule. It does not just mirror you, it feeds you a hyper-stimulating version of your own reflection until you cannot tell the difference between your genuine desires and the algorithmically curated echoes of your past clicks. This is not a tool, this is a cage made of velvet. Now, let us dissect the neurological architecture of this captivity. Every time you receive a notification, your brain releases a small squirt of dopamine. This is not a reward for valuable information, it is a reward for novelty. The brain is wired to attend to the new, the unexpected, the slightly threatening. Social media is a perpetual novelty generator. It serves up an infinite stream of micro-threats, outrageous headlines, and micro-rewards, celebrity gossip. The problem is that this system is optimized for engagement, not for enlightenment. Engagement is measured in time on screen. The longer you stay, the more ads you see. The more ads you see, the more revenue is generated. There is no inherent incentive for the platform to make you happier, smarter, or more connected. In fact, the data suggests the opposite. Sustained social media use correlates with increased loneliness, depression, and anxiety. This is not a coincidence, it is a byproduct. The system is not designed to make you feel good, it is designed to keep you moving. You are a mouse on a wheel, and the wheel is your own scrolling thumb. The moment you realize that the platform is not your friend, not your community, not your identity, it is a publicly traded corporation with a fiduciary duty to maximize shareholder value, you begin to see the cage. The bars are made of algorithms.
Meet Rachel. Rachel is a 29-year-old lifestyle influencer based in Los Angeles. On the surface, she is a success story. She has 450,000 followers on Instagram, a lucrative brand partnership with a skincare company, and a carefully curated feed that depicts a life of effortless glamour. Her days are filled with photo shoots, brand trips, and adoring comments. She appears to be living the dream. Behind the scenes, Rachel is a prisoner. Her self-worth is quantitatively measured by engagement metrics. She wakes up and immediately checks her insights, the number of likes, shares, and comments. If the numbers are up, she feels euphoric. If they are down, she spirals into a state of deep anxiety. She obsesses over her story views, treating each view as a validation of her existence. Her real-world relationships have suffered. She has canceled plans with friends because she needed to post at peak engagement time. She has taken photos of her meals before she has eaten them, staging the food for an audience that does not care about her nutrition. She has become a character in her own feed, and the character is more popular than the person. The cruelest part of Rachel's predicament is that her followers, the source of her validation, do not know her. they know a caricature. The more she chases their approval, the more she loses her authentic self. She is not a person using a tool. She is a tool being used by the platform to generate ad revenue. She is the product, not the creator. Let us examine Rachel's story through the lens of external validation addiction. The dopamine receptor density in her brain has adapted to the high-frequency stimulation of social feedback. This is neurobiological habituation. The more you stimulate a dopamine pathway, the less sensitive it becomes. You need stronger and stronger hits to feel the same rush. Rachel is now dependent on the platform for her emotional regulation. When she is not on the platform, she feels a sense of emptiness, a withdrawal symptom analogous to mild substance withdrawal. This is not a metaphor, it is a clinical phenomenon. The platform has become her emotional thermostat. It dictates her mood, her sense of self, and her perception of reality. Her friends and family have become secondary characters in a drama that plays out on her screen. Her mother calls her, but Rachel is too busy reading a comment from a stranger who told her she looked average. That single negative comment out of hundreds of positive ones dominates her entire day. The brain is wired to weigh negative feedback more heavily than positive. It is a survival mechanism called negativity bias. The platform exploits this bias by feeding you content that triggers outrage, envy, and anxiety, because these emotions generate the highest engagement. Rachel is not just a victim, she is an addict, and the dealer is a tech company with a valuation in the billions.
Now, let us pivot to the broader societal cost of this digital enslavement. We are witnessing a generational erosion of sustained attention. The average human attention span has dropped from 12 seconds in 2000 to 8 seconds today, less than that of a goldfish. This is not a humorous statistic, it is a cognitive crisis. Deep work, the ability to focus without distraction on a cognitively demanding task, is becoming a rare and highly valuable skill. The economy rewards people who can solve complex problems, write compelling narratives, or innovate in high-stakes environments. All of these activities require hours of uninterrupted concentration. If you are constantly checking your phone, you are incapable of deep work. You are a surface processor. You can scroll, swipe, and react, but you cannot build, create, or strategize. The marketplace is increasingly segmented into two groups: the producers who build value and the consumers who consume it. The platform is a consumption engine. It keeps you consuming so you do not produce. It keeps you distracted so you do not build. It keeps you reactive so you do not think. The tragedy is that many people mistake this activity for productivity. They feel busy, but they are not building. They are just maintaining the illusion of momentum. Let us introduce a character from the corporate world. We'll call him William. William is a 44-year-old hedge fund manager in New York. He's on the board of a major charity and has an Ivy League education. He is, by all external measures, a man of power and influence. But William is a slave to his email. He checks his inbox, on average, 150 times a day. He has notifications enabled on his wristwatch. The constant interruptions fragment his cognitive capacity into tiny, ineffective shards. He cannot have a conversation with his son without glancing at his screen. He cannot read a book without reaching for his phone. He told his therapist that he feels like he is drowning in a shallow pool. His therapist prescribed a digital detox, 24 hours without any screens. William attempted it. He lasted 47 minutes. The anxiety was unbearable. He felt a phantom vibration on his thigh, even when his phone was in another room. He was experiencing withdrawal. His brain had been hijacked. He was not using technology. Technology was using him. The tool had become the master. The consequences were not just personal, they were professional. His distracted state had cost him a potential deal worth millions
because he missed a critical signal in a data stream. He was paying a steep price for the illusion of connectivity.
Let us now explore the concept of algorithmic narrowing, the process by which the feed curates your reality into a homogeneous bubble. The algorithm does not show you what is true, it shows you what will keep you clicking. If you click on political outrage, it feeds you more political outrage. If you click on celebrity gossip, it feeds you more gossip. Over time, your worldview shrinks. You are not exposed to opposing perspectives. You are exposed to increasingly extreme versions of your own biases. This creates a feedback loop of radicalization and polarization. You become convinced that the world is exactly as your feed describes it. You lose the ability to empathize with people who think differently. You lose the ability to think critically about your own assumptions. You become a tribal avatar, incapable of nuance. This is a structural attack on the foundations of democracy, discourse, and human connection. The platform does not intend this outcome. It is simply the emergent property of an optimization algorithm that maximizes engagement without regard for civic health. You are not just a slave to the screen, you are a slave to a distorted reality. The irony is that you think you are informed. In reality, you are simply entertained by your own biases. Let us examine the financial cost of this enslavement. The average person spends 2.5 hours per day on social media. Over a 40-year career, that totals over 36,000 hours, the equivalent of 4.5 years of full-time labor. Imagine what you could build with 36,000 hours of focused effort. You could learn 3 languages. You could become a world-class expert in a technical field. You could write a dozen novels. You could build a business from scratch. Instead, you are scrolling. The opportunity cost is staggering. This is not leisure. It is a tax on your potential. The platforms extract this tax without your consent. They have successfully convinced you that this time is relaxation. But is it relaxing? Does scrolling leave you feeling refreshed and recharged? The data says no. It leaves you feeling anxious, envious, and depleted. It is not a break, it is a performance. You are performing for an audience that does not care, while your own life passes by in a blur of thumb movements. The slave does not know they are a slave because they are given a comfortable cage. The cage has cushions, snacks, and entertainment, but it is still a cage.
Now, let us propose the strategic disengagement. Not a Luddite retreat, but a calculated reclamation of sovereignty. The tool must be redefined as a distribution channel, not an identity. You use social media to broadcast your work, share your ideas, and build a network. You do not use it to derive your self-worth. You do not use it to kill time. You do not use it before you have completed your most important tasks for the day. The first 2 hours of your day are sacred. They are your peak cognitive hours. If you spend them scrolling, you have lost your best weapon. The disciplined individual schedules their platform usage. 20 minutes in the morning, 20 minutes in the evening. No exceptions. They turn off all notifications. They delete the apps from their home screen and bury them in a folder. They treat the platform like a high-stakes meeting. You enter with a clear objective, and you leave as soon as the objective is achieved. William, our hedge fund manager, eventually implemented this system. He limited his email checks to 3 times a day. The first week was excruciating. He felt like he was missing vital information. He was not. He was simply reclaiming his cognitive bandwidth. Within a month, his productivity increased by 30%. He was making better decisions because his brain was no longer in a constant state of reactive alertness. Let us look at the specific case of Rachel, our influencer. After a particularly brutal week of low engagement, she deleted the Instagram app from her phone for a 30-day detox. She did not announce it. She simply disappeared. The first week was agonizing. She felt invisible, worthless, and anxious. She kept reaching for her phone. But by week 2, a strange thing happened. She started to feel relieved. The pressure to perform was gone. She began to enjoy her meals without staging them. She started reading books again. She had conversations with her friends that did not involve her phone. She went for a walk without documenting it. She started painting, a hobby she had abandoned because it did not generate content. When she returned to the platform, she did not come back as a performer. She came back as a contributor. She posted less, but her posts were more thoughtful. She did not check her insights obsessively. She defined her metrics differently. She measured her satisfaction, not her engagement. Her following dropped slightly, but the quality of her interactions improved. She felt free. She had stopped being a slave to the algorithm and had started being a human being again.
Let us delve into the philosophy of digital minimalism, a framework proposed by Cal Newport. The core principle is not abstinence, but intentionality. You do not use a technology because it exists. You use it because it serves a specific, valuable purpose. If it does not serve that purpose, you discard it. This requires a ruthless audit of your digital life. You must ask, what is the most important thing I can do today? Then you must ensure that your digital tools do not distract you from that priority. The test is simple. If you are feeling anxious, stressed, or depleted after using a platform, it is a toxic presence in your life. You do not need a full detox. You need a surgical excision of the elements that drain you. Unfollow the accounts that make you envious. Mute the people who trigger your negativity bias. Turn off the news notifications that hijack your cortisol. Build a digital environment that serves your goals, not one that serves a corporation's engagement metrics. This is a continuous process of curation. The digital landscape is not static. It changes constantly. You must adapt your defenses. So, here is your final, non-negotiable mandate. Tonight, before you sleep, you will perform a digital exorcism. You will open your phone settings and turn off every single push notification that is not from a human being who is physically present in your life. You will delete the apps that you use merely to kill time. You will replace them with a book reading app or a language learning app. You will set a daily time limit for your social media usage, 1 hour maximum. You will not negotiate with yourself. You will obey the limit like it is a law of physics. Tomorrow, when you wake up, you will not touch your phone for the first hour of your day. You will make your bed, drink water, read a physical book, or simply sit with your own thoughts. This first hour is the hour of self-possession. It is the hour that will determine the quality of your entire day. If you succeed in this 1 hour, you have already won the most important battle. You have proven to your own brain that you are not a puppet. You are the puppeteer. The platform is a tool. You are the master. You have reclaimed your sovereignty. The cage is open. Step out. The world is still there, waiting for you to live it, not just to document it. The moment you stop performing for an audience of strangers, you start existing for yourself. And that is the only existence that truly matters.